And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, in today's video, as always, here to bring you up to date with all of the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. And you can read there in the title, Rangers set for talks over record-breaking deal. We'll discuss that, of course, in detail in today's video. But first, I just want to say I haven't posted in about 4 days. That's because there's not really been much going on. I did watch the game against St Johnstone, of course, but I just felt, I just wanted to take a few days off. I'm running a big operation at this moment in time. I'm very, very busy with projects that I'm building and stuff like that. So I didn't want to kick the arse out of making a video for the sake of it. But as today we've got some news, we've got enough to talk about. So yeah, let's talk about some stuff. I'll follow on from the St Johnstone game. Again, look, good to see Rangers get another 3 points on the board. I actually went for a roast dinner on Sunday here in Thailand and walked into the pub and said Ross County 1-0 up against Celtic, and I was like, ooh, happy days. And then obviously they ended up winning that match, which was super gutting because I do feel we need to try and to close that gap. But all we can do at this moment in time is win our games, and we managed to beat St Johnstone at home. Yes, the performance wasn't that pretty. Yes, the fans are starting to get a little bit disgruntled with the style of play and maybe questioning whether there is improvements there. But at the end of the day, I don't really care too much. I do care about how we play, but at this moment in time, all I care about is the 3 points. And if we get to the end of the season, win every single game and play pretty poorly, then I don't really care too much. It was also good to see Václav Černý get 2 goals. I do rate Černý, to be fair. I've been seeing a lot of fans dig into the player and say he's woeful. I do think he creates a lot. Yes, I think his shooting, especially against Lyon, was unforgivable, that chance that he missed. And sometimes in previous games he's been pretty poor with the shooting as well. But to follow it up and get 2 goals, not try and get buried under the Ibrox crowd, because I know what Rangers fans can be like. We are a hard, tough bunch to please, and sometimes that can be problematic for a player that's come in not used to it. And we've seen players like sort of Todd Cantwell, Fabio Silva go under from the criticism of the fans. So good to see him get a response by scoring 2 goals. And it was also good to see Yanis Hadji come back as well. I mean, box office, wasn't it? He got an assist and then got sent off. So he's going to be missing a few games. But of course, did put a post up following that and said, Ibrox, thank you. I will forever be grateful for last night's reception. So obviously very, very appreciative of it. And rightfully so. I do think Yanis is a good player, and the fact that he was in exile for so long probably wasn't unfair in the judgment of his team. Of course, that contract situation has been sorted, and it is like a new signing. And as I said, a player that has something to prove, gets an assist, gets a red card. Yeah, unlucky with that red card, but still made a bit of an impact, and good to see him back fiery again. But he's just going to have to wait a little bit longer again now until he can feature for us going forward. So that's kind of it now, guys. The international break, it's that sort of time where it's effing boring, to be honest. They come so fast. I'm like, there's one in September, there's one in October, there's one in November. So you got 6 weeks off of club football in just 3 months. It's like half the month is just international breaks. Oh, sorry, half of the 3 months is just international breaks, which is absolutely disgusting. But here we are. But look, guys, there's still going to be news coming out of Ibrox, and we'll try and keep you up to date with everything that is happening. And we've basically got a heads up from a source actually stating that Rangers are sort of starting talks now, or are set for record-breaking talks now over a new sort of kit manufacturer. Now, that might not necessarily be Castor, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, our deal with Castor at this moment in time, it started in 2020, expires in 2025. But what we're starting to hear right now is that whilst talks will happen with Castor naturally, and that will be something that Rangers will be looking at, Rangers also kind of hinted, or the Rangers marketing department have also kind of hinted that we will be having talks elsewhere to see what we can potentially get. Obviously, amid criticism from fans, the club's commercial department hinted they could go to the market to find a replacement. So what this period of time at this moment in time is that Rangers are going to be having talks with a host of different kit manufacturers. We are going to obviously potentially look to try and maybe extend with Castor, but also see what other options are available in and around the football club. But one thing I can guarantee you at this moment in time, guys, it's going to be a record-breaking deal for Rangers. The Castor deal, of course, was £25 million, which was the highest that Rangers have actually ever received for a kit manufacturer. And then naturally, of course, with the sort of inflation, the progression of football, more money coming into the game, that deal is naturally going to rise. So will be another record-breaking deal for the club. And you know what our fans are like. We sell so much merchandise. It's utterly crazy. So at this moment in time, talks are ongoing. Not just with Castor, but with other kit manufacturers to find the sort of best deal. But the club's commercial department have hinted potentially at seeing the market. But there is a sense that Rangers will extend with Castor and potentially go with the best deal that fits the football club on a financial basis. Yes, Castor have had their teething issues, especially at the start. But kits have got a little bit better since then. Personally, I would love to go to Adidas. At a second option, Nike. But it is what it is at this moment in time for the club. It's not about what we're wearing in terms of the jerseys. It's the sponsor that's going to pay the most money. Which I'm surprised that Adidas haven't shopped near us, to be fair, because they've obviously sponsored Celtic. They've given them a good deal for them. I think they're on around £25 million as well for that one. But I think Rangers sell more merchandise. I think that's the stats back that up, actually. So I'm surprised Adidas maybe haven't come in with a deal, or Rangers haven't gone to them, or with Nike or something like that. I would like us to have a proper sponsor, just because I think the jerseys are so much better. And this ain't a thing some fans are about. Celtic with Adidas, sharp, doesn't matter. Adidas are not biased to sort of one team. We've been sponsored by Adidas over the years. We've been sponsored by Nike over the years, Umbro over the years. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm here to say I don't care if they sponsor Celtic. The fact that I do think that they make the best kits, and genuinely they would do a work of beauty with Rangers jerseys, and I'm longing for that. But at this moment in time, from the reports I'm reading, no names have been dropped as such as who we're talking to over kit deals. All that we can see is Castor are definitely an option about a kit, a renewal deal. But what has been said is that it's not necessarily bang on to going to be Castor, but other options that Rangers commercial team will look at the market potentially for a replacement. But I think it's a money motivating factor at this moment in time for the club, rather than who makes the best jersey. So we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully we can get a big boy come in to take us away, Adidas or Nike. I would love that. But at this moment in time, I do think the club needs to financially. We will probably get confirmation over the next couple of months as to who it's going to be. But what I can say is it will be a record-breaking deal, and those talks are currently ongoing. But Rangers fans, let me know who you want the club to be sponsored by down there. Is anyone that you fancy? Would you be happy to keep with Castor? Would you like an Adidas? Would you like a Nike? Would you like someone a bit different? Would you like a Puma? Would you like to go back to Puma? Would you like to go to someone up and coming? As stated, let me know down in the comments. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content, and I'll see you next time. Take care.